in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Nfgl. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Snares it outside, it's Morton. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was... experience between receiver and quarterback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Reads it, fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Got a man, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Carr. This one's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Tight end now in motion. Throws to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Buckeyes heading quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norton. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Got his man. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Takes the easy completion. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were on the move. The two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. The screen, and watch out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's loose at the 15. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for his man. With the catch, it's Washington. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38. These guys are on the move. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Makes a connection. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. Scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To throw, it's Carr. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw again. This time on target. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Moving out of the pocket. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Notre Dame.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Jennings. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This is a design run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for room. It's Washington.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Here's the pressure. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Here come the Irish back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drop. There he goes!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The toss to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Back to throw, it's Carr. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Lost a throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Steps away. He'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Norton. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points.
And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they... Take it, they are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Wide receiver going in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Now on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got it right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Touchdown, Irish! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires it. And that one's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got some room to run. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Give to the running back. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. A little release to the back. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with